Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel on YouTube. We're going to break down the Lakers 13-0 run basically that helped them win the championship, the in-season tournament championship, NBA Cup, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's take a look at some of the clips. Obviously, good performance from AD, good performance from LeBron. He won the MVP as well, basically for the tournament. But yeah, it was a pretty fun game. As you can see, it's a 4-point game right now, 6 minutes left. This is basically where the Lakers took control and basically, obviously knocked out the Pacers and eventually won the whole thing. So you can see Tyrese already pushing it. That's what he does. But the Lakers did a good job with him, just forcing him outside. Then AD against TJ McConnell. I think I know who's going to win that matchup. So yeah, AD gets the chase down block, leads to a LeBron fast break, Cam Reddish dunk, and 6-point game. But you can see AD making a mean mug. It looked like he was hyped all night for this game, for this championship game. Him and LeBron for sure. But this is basically, where the run starts. They ended up winning by like 15, 14 points. But as you can see, like I said, it's a 6-point game. Pretty close game. And we know that AD dominated in the paint, but this is probably the one mistake of the game that he made. I'm not sure it's even his mistake, but he gets, they were trying to double Tyrese most of the game, as we'll see in most of the other clips as well, that AD comes to double. Then Lakers did a good job of rotating behind them. You can see the starting lineup the closing lineup is pretty much Russell, Reeves, Reddish, AD, and LeBron. And this is with LeBron and AD, having great games. Even Reeves had like 25 off the bench. But you can see the Pacers are still in the game, and they're always they were looking like they were just one run away from basically making it a close game, like they did with the Celtics and the Bucks. They always had a run in them, especially in the closing time. And these were probably two of the better teams. I think Pacers were for sure at closing games. But as you can see, Tyrese gets doubled with pretty much 3 seconds on the shot clock, because AD doesn't want to get beat by a Tyrese 3, but there's no rotation. LeBron could probably easily just rotate over to Miles Turner, and TJ McConnell's not much of a 3-point shooter either, and especially when there's 1.6 on the shot clock. But LeBron doesn't make the rotation, and Lakers get burned by 3, and it's a 3-point game, 6 minutes left. So yeah, this is closing time. This is where crunch time. This is where your best plays come out. Your best players got to shine. So let's go straight to a AD Reeves pick and roll. As you can see over here as well, LeBron making this cut off this D-Lo back cut. You can see he's wide open right here, making this back cut. But Reeves got caught on the screen. Mathurin did a good job of hounding him on the ball. Mathurin did good job hounding the ball. And Reddish hits a huge 3 to extend the lead to 6 and make it a 2-possession game. But you can see right here, LeBron making that back cut. Mathurin doing a good job of hounding Reeves. He has to give it away, and Tyrese just cheats a little bit on the drive of Reeves, or on the basically baseline dribble of Reeves. And Reddish hits that shot, confident shot. It's good to see him shooting that right away, no hesitation. We saw a few weeks ago him missing that potentially game-winning 3 in Miami. And then he hit a big 3 the next game. I forget who it was. I think Phoenix maybe. But he hit a big 3 in the next game. And then hits a big 3 in this game as well. You can see the Lakers do a good job hounding Tyrese. D'Lo did a solid job on him. Once again, the double comes. And you see Miles Turner going for that short roll. And LeBron does a good job of rotating, kind of just preventing Miles Turner right here. And then rotating back out to, I think it's Neesmith. Or sorry, no, it's not LeBron. It's Reddish, actually. Reddish, like I said. So yeah, just Halliburton, Turner, pick and roll. LeBron helps. Reddish recognizes it right away. Right here. Sprints out to, I think it's Neesmith. And does a decent job of contesting. And of course, the Pacers, they shot worse from 3 than they normally would. They shot like 10 for 40. 25%, something like that. And, Darvin Ham immediately calls a timeout because he knows that, these last couple offensive possessions are going to be really crucial. Once again, you see that Reddish 3. fast forward a bit. Last couple games, TJ McConnell has been making a big, impact. Even Nemhard, who unfortunately was injured for this game, he's been making a big impact off the bench as well, especially in that Bucks game. But as you can see in this play, right off the sideline out of bounds, they immediately get LeBron a post up. And, of course, they have a mismatch. He has a mismatch in the paint. He misses that layup, but he taps it out. Immediately go into a LeBron AD pick and roll, but LeBron misses the layup. Turner actually does a decent job of contesting, and I think AD drew the loose ball foul. Of course, he was a monster on the boards. I think 20 rebounds. He's getting hooked by, I think, Mathurin or Neesmith, and he gets the free throws, knocks them both down. Another offensive possession. This is probably the Pacers like bread and butter stack pick and roll. Miles Turner's going to set that initial screen, then he's going to set the screen for Buddy Hield to hopefully, get a three-pointer or to create some space for Halliburton. Lakers read it pretty well. AD, he kind of looking back, but he kind of goes to Tyrese as well. And I think they actually just called a moving screen or like an illegal screen because Miles Turner didn't. I think he just rushed into that screen, and Tyrese was already going, and then he was sprinting up at the same time. But kind of I don't know if it was a bad call, but it's just like a unusual call, abnormal call in that situation to get an illegal screen called on him because they basically ran the play how they wanted, with Reeves either getting switched onto Miles Turner or Tyrese, getting ready to shoot basically a step back three because of the confusion that the stacked pick and roll call caused. Yeah, I guess he just sprints right into Reddish right at the same time as, Tyrese is driving to his right. So the Lakers go into their horn set. They go to a pick and roll. I think that right there is where LeBron wanted this post up right here. Just a nice, bounce pass right to LeBron to his right hand. But, what's it called? D'Lo delayed it a little bit. Then he eventually tries to throw it to Reeves. Yeah, it feels like the whole play is just for a LeBron post up right here, but he's a little bit too close to Reeves. Reeves passes it back out because he sees that they basically left D'Lo wide open. You can see right here, a little bit slow motion. They wanted that LeBron post up. They leave D'Lo. D'Lo does a nice job of faking it. He sees AD kind of in good seal position. AD did a nice job of sealing Miles Turner a bunch of positions. Gets a bounce pass to AD, and AD finishes it off with the dunk. You can see that play again. Pick and roll. Like I said, I think it's a LeBron post up. Buddy points at Miles Turner to probably close on the post up. Close on the post up, and Buddy goes with AD. Then Buddy realizes that, I've got to go back to D'Lo or Miles Turner. I think Miles Turner points it back at him, but that's a nice play by D'Lo to just get in the lane and throw a nice pass to AD, and AD dunks it. AD holds his position in the paint on this play. He actually does a solid job of just staying as a threat to, Tyrese. As a threat to Tyrese to basically not finish over him. And then he sprints right back out to AD for the kind of the, closeout. Kind of slips a little bit, but Miles Turner didn't go quick enough maybe to get a foul call. Then AD kind of takes over this possession on defense. He's in good position. And then Reeves does a decent job in isolation on Buddy Hield. Pretty hard three, pretty tough step back three to close out. And of course, it went from a 3-point game to a 10-point game all of a sudden. Now they go to a Reeves LeBron pick and roll. empty corner. No, basically LeBron has a free lane to go into this left side. He eventually gets in the paint, but he probably thought he got fouled. Probably might have got fouled, but it looked like a clean strip by Halliburton. You can see him complaining to the refs. But just a couple possessions, these last couple minutes have made the big difference, going from a 3-point game to a 10-point game. Immediately they go back to a LeBron post up. You can see it once again. AD, he's just waiting to flash basically to this middle restricted area, and he does it pretty quickly enough to foul out Miles Turner. And I think that was the sixth. Yeah, I think that was the sixth foul. Maybe his fifth, actually. I think maybe the next possession, maybe his sixth foul, but you can see right here once again, AD just flashes middle. He's too quick for Miles Turner. Miles Turner had a pretty rough game defensively, but yeah, that was his foul. Sixth foul is correct. AD knocks down 2 more free throws. Now it's a 12-point game. You can see AD's crazy stat line on the screen right there. Once again, they double Tyrese off the screen. Was that a 9-0 run right there? Mather kind of forces that 3. You can see LeBron immediately go up to switch. I don't know if it was just a double maybe, but AD does a decent job of pointing LeBron back out to his man. But by that time, the Pacers are already trying to force that 3. Lakers pushing the pace again. Both of these teams were like top 10 in pace. They get an AD post up this time. Oh, of course, Miles Turner's fouled out, so he's on top, and Nesmith tries to help, and probably inadvertently gets a foul, and that's 2 more free throws for AD. Let's see almost 10-0 run now, 11-0 run now with this free throw. So the Lakers just, clamping down defensively. Of course, a couple of mistakes by the Pacers as well. Illegal screen and then not finding the open man. But now Tyrese kind of has to force it. Step back 3. Reddish does a decent job on the contest. AD gets the rebound. Lakers are pushing it again. They try to go back to this angle pick and roll with the empty side. But Tyrese does a decent job of staying in the paint, just helping as the low man in this situation. So Reeves doesn't throw the pick and roll, doesn't throw the bounce pass right away. So they go directly again to that same play where LeBron's on this right post. AD can flash middle if he wants to, or just let LeBron, post up his man. They kind of double LeBron. So AD, while Toppin is kind of waiting for that rotation because he knows that if he kicks it to Reeves, he's going to have to make that rotation. And Halliburton's the low man, so LeBron sees that. AD recognizes that as well, so he makes a quick cut to the basket. And that's pretty much your ball game. Once again, you can see this play unfold. Go to a LeBron post up. AD kind of looks the other way, kind of to fool Toppin maybe, and he just spins over, makes that cut right away. While Toppin is trying to still look at Reeves, and AD makes a nice cut basically to end the game. 13-0 run basically puts the game out of sight. But just about 3 minutes left, and of course you can see AD is fired up. You could tell that he went all out for this game. Obviously, he would finish with like 40 and 20. Dominated this game, especially, his matchup with Miles Turner. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, it was a fun in-season tournament. I think obviously they're gonna redo it, for the future. I don't know if there's any tweaks to make. Maybe like have the better, maybe have a team, have a home court actually, because I think that was maybe the only issue with this was that Vegas wasn't really that much of a home court. Of course, it was a home court for the Lakers, but especially that first semifinal game with the Pacers and Bucks, it was kind of empty. A lot of pictures floating around social media, and then the second half, of course, the Lakers Pelicans game was a blowout. So I feel like you could make those games home games. Just make those games, home games. You already have seeding, so you could already, have that for the seeding. And of course, I think the Lakers and Pacers were both undefeated in the in-season tournament, and whoever has the better record in the regular season, just give them the championship final. Just give them the home court advantage, to at least give them some reward for having that undefeated record in the in-season tournament, as well as a better record in the regular season so far. But I don't know. There's not really other major tweaks that I would make. You can maybe make the group stage a bit longer. Maybe only have 2 groups or something like that, and then have more teams advance. Maybe 6 teams advance from each conference. And then you give the top 2 seeds a bye. But yeah, I mean, I'm just spitballing. That's just of course, I don't think the NBA is gonna do that much tweaking because I feel like it was already a pretty successful tournament. Like I said, the only thing changing would probably be the venue, and I've already seen that Vegas was only like a 1-year thing. That they could, they can pick whatever location they want for next year's in-season tournament. And yeah, the only thing I would say is make it a little bit longer. Maybe have the final on Christmas or like semifinals on Christmas, something like that, just to make it more lengthier into the season. Like we're only 20 games in. Like everybody's pretty much playing on Monday. Pacers are playing in Detroit on Monday night. So yeah, that was probably the only thing. I think maybe have it like closer to 35 to 40 games in, so you have more of a sample size and more of a, I guess, gelling time for a lot of the teams, especially with the amount of roster turnover there is every summer. Like you could definitely tell the Celtics and Bucks didn't have their full end game, late game offense figured out and all that. But overall, I think it was a good tournament, good addition to the league. And of course, they copied soccer a little bit with their cups and cup format. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.